Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. So hearing that, dude, always makes me sound like we're in a fucking talk show right here.
Welcome back. We are here to discuss. Yeah, it does kind of. It does.
Now live from San Diego. No, we're not in San Diego.
We have Drew Carey.
Huh. I wish I could do a Drew Carey voice right now.
Oh, man.
I got mad props on my Jason Statham last time.
Oh, yeah.
Jason Statham. Yeah. What's up, everybody? This is I Said What I Said. Yeah. It's another fucking morning. Just getting off work.
It's been a long ass morning.
Gas stations. Clerking it up. I feel like I'm in a Kevin Smith movie every fucking night.
I feel that.
You ever watch Clerks?
No.
No? You've
No.
never seen fucking
No.
Clerks?
No.
Well, what you told me your fucking coworker did reminds me of something that was okay. So in the first Clerks, a chick accidentally fucks a dead dude in the bathroom. He all dies from a heart attack, and she ends up fucking him because she thought it was her boyfriend.
Oh, my God,
in the
man.
in the second one, the dude fucks a donkey.
What?
Yeah,
And it's called Clerks?
yeah, Clerks
Okay.
by Kevin Smith, the dude that done Jay and Silent Bob, and Dogma, and yeah, all that. You've never seen any of those, have you?
No. You know,
Fuck.
every time we get on this podcast, I feel like I learned so much about movies I didn't even know existed.
Oh
So-
shit, dude. That's all I've done with my life is movies. So, explain to the listeners what the fuck
Yeah.
your coworker has done with his.
So I'm not gonna say any names, but I recently discovered that one of my coworkers, his dog died, and
Poor dog.
yeah, R.I.P. And no one enjoys their dog dying. However, normal people either cremate it, bury it immediately, maybe put a little pretty rock over, the burial site. But this
Right.
guy wrapped it in towels, put it in a trash bag, and it's currently sitting in his freezer.
What the fuck?
Dude, when I
Oh,
was
man.
told that, I immediately thought Jeffrey Dahmer. Like
He's-
that is some Jeffrey Dahmer type shit.
You think he's gonna eat it?
Oh, I have no idea, man.
You think maybe he's just making up a fucking story for you, saying what he was gonna save it for like the rose garden or some shit?
Maybe it is a cover up.
Maybe he's gonna eat that fucking dog. Maybe he's so hard up right now he's gonna eat his fucking dog.
Can you imagine accidentally taking a slice of your dead pet?
I watch a bunch of fucking fucked off movies, man, and like, I think a person will eat anything. I watched this one movie with Sean not too long ago, and this dude was snagging bitches up and keeping them alive, no less, and selling their meat on the black market for people to eat.
No way.
Yeah, dude, he was a surgeon and everything. Like he was a for real surgeon, and his wife was in on it too, because his wife ended up being like a victim of his.
You can actually find human meat on the black market.
I don't doubt it, dude. You could find everything on the black market.
It's donated cadavers, and
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Didn't
yeah.
like some dude on a cooking show end up
oh yeah, it was like a taste test thing,
yeah, I'm
and
gonna
he had these people like eat human flesh,
right? I'm
and-
gonna
and with
Google
a
that.
straight face, he was just like, "You just ate human flesh." Now, me personally, if someone did that to me, I don't know, man. I feel like there's a lot of laws connected to that. Like I think you can get into some serious trouble. But I don't know. I don't eat people, so
Yeah, I don't eat people either. Oh, it turns out that was just a prank.
really.
Yep.
Well, they had me fooled.
Or maybe eh, who knows? I can't ever tell with anything on the internet, man, whether it's real or not. But yeah, it says though it's later confirmed that the chef was joking and the secret ingredient was actually something else. I can't. Excuse me. I can't see the full article.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna dive that deep into it right now. Oh, fame! It was an American prank show hosted by David Spade. It aired on True TV. The original order was for 8 episodes. Um, yeah, it was it was for a prank show. But could you imagine, bro? Like just being there at a restaurant and they're like, "Yeah, our special today is fucking human flesh." After already ordering it, or some like
After taking a good giant bite out of it,
you
like
ever had menudo?
I've had menudo.
Um, the meat that's in that.
It's cow stomach.
Yeah, could you imagine if someone just was slicing up people flesh and throwing it in there? Think you could tell? You think you'd be able to tell the difference?
Ah, maybe the texture might be a little different.
I don't know, man. I feel my skin, and then I think of menudo, and I'm like,
I love how you say it with an accent too.
that's where it's like it's like carnitas, bro. It's like, why wouldn't I say it the way it's supposed to be said? Shout out to Carmen's Burritos. Those are my cousins, man. The De Los Santos family.
Hmm.
Like I've been around Mexican people. I was the only white kid it seemed like on East Overland.
And that's up in Bluffs, huh?
Yeah, I explain bluffs to people like everybody thinks the north side of Casper, Wyoming is hood, and I'm like all of Scotts Bluff is north side. Like you got one section of Scotts Bluff that's kind of a rich neighborhood, but the
Yeah.
rest of it's pretty much not slummed out, but it feels like it feels like the hood and Friday.
See, I feel like I'm on East Overland a lot now. Ever since I started working up there and going around and having lunch here and there. Sometimes I got to stop by the, Zyglam and
Why do you
La
go to
Bambas.
Zyglam?
I got a certain coworker that he'll
Goes
ask
there?
me to get him a vape here and there.
Yeah, vapes there. Like La Bamba is the place to go. It's like the only place to go for vapes.
Well, Zyglam
Zyglam
has them.
too.
Yeah.
Oh man, Zyglam has these things called what are they called? It's like a pre-rolled Delta 8 Packwoods.
Packwoods.
Yeah, it's a Delta 8 blunt dipped in wax rolled in keef.
No way.
They are fucking bomb, and they have like
Oh,
a glass filter on them already. They're like $40 a pop, but man,
oh, I bet.
I
I bet.
I'd smoke one of those if I wasn't on probation. I'd have one lit right now.
Dude, I would. I don't know, man. I kind of want to stay away from Delta 8 for a while.
Delta makes you all paranoid and shit.
It does.
It makes you feel like you're doing something bad.
Like,
Your body chemistry just doesn't hang with it.
no,
No.
not at all.
What about like regular THC and shit? Same way,
That's
same thing,
worse,
same
actually.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to get certified um as a bud tender up there in Casper, one of the Delta 8 stores. So it turns out Delta 8 is the indica compound, right?
Right.
Delta 9 is the psychoactive compound that you would find in flower in like Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And then Delta 10 is the sativa compound. So they're able to separate out all the different compounds now. So
Holy cow, man.
yeah. And then like Delta 11 is like what it turns into when you ingest it. That's a
What?
different compound. And then you got like THCO, which could be psychoactive to the point it's like mushrooms. You got THC, O, H, B, V, and D, and they're all different compounds, bro. And then you got CBD, and
You've really done your homework on this.
yeah, I studied real hard, and like some of it's all foggy now because I was kind of fucked off on other things while I was studying. But at one
Right.
point, I remembered all of it, and it's just how they separate the compounds out. But
Hmm.
yeah, they're able to. The only thing keeping it from being super illegal is like in our area in Wyoming is the Delta 9 compound. As long as it doesn't have the Delta 9 THC compound, we're good. And they derive it from hemp instead of cannabis. But you can get Delta 8 and Delta 10 and all that shit from a cannabis plant.
You know, it's crazy what you can do with the hemp plant all around. Like, you can even make clothes out of fucking
Yeah,
hemp.
fibers, ropes,
Yeah.
paper, medicine, oils for cooking.
Dude, it's insane.
You ever cooked with like hemp oil?
No.
It's fucking delicious.
Huh.
Yeah. Can of butter's fun to cook with too. As long as you know what you're doing and you don't cook out the compound.
I know they make butter laced with THC.
Yeah, just straight for cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in order for the compound to be active, it has to be heated up.
Jeez.
So that's like when you smoke it, it's on fire, it's active. When you eat it, it raises it up to a certain temperature in your body and then it activates.
Wow.
Yep. So it's not like you can just eat a bud, You can't eat straight marijuana
No.
and then have it work. It doesn't work like that. You have to warm it up and activate it before you get it into your body. But after it gets into your body, after you activate it, it turns into THCA.
The freaking science behind all of this,
Oh
it
man,
just blows my mind.
it blows my mind how close-minded the government is to actually legalizing it because it's not that bad.
Well, look how much money Colorado has made off of legalizing marijuana.
Yeah, and I think they wanted to. I don't know why with the hemp and the Delta 8s and stuff like that that's legal now. I don't know why it's not. I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like legalization with extra steps. You know what I mean? Like people are still getting high. People are still, you know, smoking bud. And the flower that they got, the Delta flower that they got, bro, and not just Delta, but they have THCA flower. That oh my god, bro! Like I think some of the deltas and the compounds that they come out with are a little more potent than the weed in Colorado. Not gonna lie.
So here's a fun fact. That's a lot of money, man, just by looking at this.
Drop a number on me.
So in 2022, the state of Colorado collected $325 million in cannabis tax revenue.
Holy shit.
That's nearly $100 million. Well, they had $100 million decline since 2021, which makes you wonder why. But if you think about it, around that time frame, you had COVID going on and stuff, so that probably had a damper on some of the tax revenue because a bunch of the dispensaries were closed.
Right.
Um, so it made it harder, for people to access it.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and I think it's done a great job at keeping people out of the system that didn't necessarily need to be there.
Right.
Like busting people for weed and all that shit, I think is a lost cause. Now, drug dealers, everybody knows dealing drugs is bad. Don't do it. But, you know, what's weed really hurting the world? How is cannabis really hurting the world on
I,
a large scale?
I don't think it is, really. If anything, I feel like crime rates might have an impact on it as well. Like, I'm kind of curious, you know, Like, is there a connection with crime rates and the legalization of marijuana?
Um, we can pull it up. Connection with crime rates and legalization of marijuana. With the current research, it is suggested that the legalization of marijuana and subsequent opening of dispensaries have little to no adverse effects on the crime rate,
What?
specifically in the long term.
Which blows my mind.
On top of reducing drug related crime, legalization of marijuana has shown to be a meaningful avenue of raising tax revenue. Um, the legalizing of marijuana reduces violence and trafficking associated with the trade, thereby reducing the power of the wealth and the drug cartels through that trade. But as far as other drugs go, no.
Hmm.
So yeah, it stopped the flow of one, but
So the only people that are affected by the legalization of marijuana are the people that smuggle it illegally.
yeah,
Huh.
yep.
And the
It
government gets that profit.
yeah, now the government's getting that profit, which well, not just the government, the people that have opened the shops, like they get a good chunk of it, and a lot of
Oh
those
yeah.
people actually do a lot of good for the community, I'm sure. And I know that Colorado, like places like Fort Collins and Denver, the Denver area, because I don't travel much through Colorado, and it's always been a beautiful place to me, but they've used a lot of the tax dollars through there to clean up the city, and build a lot of cool places.
Yeah, they've done a lot. Definitely.
You know that Colorado has like a heating system underneath their road?
No way.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Colorado.
Like they got spots where they have warm water flowing underneath the pavement to keep the roads clear.
So they don't even need to pave it anymore or like
Plow it?
plow it.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope. And I'm sure
Wow.
I'm sure a lot of other places do that same thing. You could basically do the same thing in your house, in your bathroom, or anywhere else. You can run your hot water line underneath your house
Mhm.
and your floors, and it'll heat your floor. It'll keep your floors warm.
I know in some like Home Depot they actually sell heated flooring.
Yeah.
Um there's like certain panels that connect with like uh your air ducts and actually your plumbing. It's
Yeah.
interesting that you bring that up because
Yeah.
I didn't even like connect that. But yeah,
What's it like working at Home Depot?
it's not bad. Honestly, really not bad. Um, you can move up pretty quick in a place like that, and it's weird. Like I've already been promoted and everything, and I've only worked there for 2 months. There's one of the store managers. He does all like the operation management and whatnot. So he helps with like the team that I'm on right now, and that's the receiving team. And he started off as a cashier 4 years ago.
That's not bad.
Yeah, now he's second in command.
Is that where a person? I guess it isn't for everybody, but I couldn't imagine having that kind of responsibility at a place like that, knowing that I'm not like on the CEO dream team. You know what I mean? I'm not a chair member. I
Right.
I couldn't picture working for someplace that long like that just to be head manager, chief chili fry maker.
Well, see, my thing is, if I were to become like an administrator or some top notch, like a CFO, CEO, operations manager, district operation manager of Home Depot, you can take that resume and apply it to other companies,
Yeah,
even your own company, which is what we're doing right now.
right.
So, in my eyes, it's kind of like a work experience. Dude,
Oh, okay.
you should have seen it.
Yeah, if,
So,
if that's what you're doing with it, yeah, I
yeah,
can see that.
I was back there on the receiving team, and at first I was like, okay, this is just another retail gig. It's just a different kind of operation. No, I was definitely wrong. We handle all the orders and everything. It's a technical gig. constantly just scanning things back and forth, keeping track of orders, back stock, um, and then this, it was part of my training. And what blew my freaking mind, Bo, was that she pulled up SQL,
That's-
and that is literally what I went to college for. I
Yeah.
made databases using SQL, the
Okay.
same database that Home Depot, and it's a corporate database that keeps track of all the freaking revenue, all of their consumable products. And I'll be honest, the nerd inside of me got a straight hard on just looking at it, man.
That's funny. You're just all about it because it's something that you knew and
Yeah,
something you were comfortable with.
yeah, exactly. And a part of me, inside, I was just like, I'm in the right spot right now. This is literally what I'm going to school for,
And might as well get the experience while you're there, right?
of working with SQL,
Yeah.
an actual corporate database.
Right.
So,
Hmm.
yeah, man.
How do you like the lights? I'm catching myself just like zoning out on them as we
I've been
talk.
zoning out on them too.
Do 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 do.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
It's crazy, huh? And I had them hooked up to the computer this weekend, and me and Sean were watching movies. And I wish I would have known about it in the beginning of our movie. I hooked it up into the computer,
Mm-hmm.
and every time like dialogue would happen or anything like that, and then I was like, you know what we should do? We should listen to some Tech Nine. Yeah, they got to flashing so fast it was like they weren't even like changing color.
It was just like a strobe party at that point.
Yeah,
All the colors just started to blend together, I bet.
yeah, it was kind of wild. And Sean was like, "Is the cops here?" Yeah, I'm liking it.
I
I
could
think
see
it's a cool
that.
little effect.
It is. It's really nice.
You know, feels like I'm in a TikTok video,
It's something different.
right? That's what this is all about, man. So, I was thinking, taking a break from the usual blah blah blah, and diving into the news today. Um, I don't want to know about fabric labels and shit.
If you want to know about fabric labels, I'm just
So a man who claims to be on the first to have claims to be the first to have visited every country in the world without taking a single flight or returning home has completed his trip. Stepping off a container ship at the port city of Aarhus in native Denmark, dude says he has made his 10-year round the globe journey entirely by train, bus, boat, and on foot. Describing his arrival as bittersweet, he said, I've been dreaming about coming back home and having it over with and done. So that's today. At the same time, I'm anxious about the future. He went on, a lot of things are up in the air and in the unknown, mixed emotions. His journey might have taken less time had he not found himself stuck in Hong Kong for 2 years during the pandemic. So, and he he maintained a long distance relationship with his partner, who traveled out to visit and travel with them almost 30 times throughout the trip. Yeah,
wow.
That's crazy, man.
That
Did you
takes
hear
a
that?
lot of
Did you
dedication.
hear that weird little static as I was talking?
Yeah, yeah, I heard it. There it is again. What is that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Who knows? Maybe it's just because we're up a little too loud. Like it's gone now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know. That was nuts. But yeah, could you imagine a 10-year round trip, man? And then maintaining a long distance relationship?
That's a long fucking time.
What do you got?
uh well, just a little bit of nonsense. I mean, my stuff isn't really
Yeah, let's just go into the weird.
apparently Elon Musk reactivated Kanye West's Twitter account following the X rebrand. So X, formerly known as Twitter,
Twitter's changing its name to
yeah,
X,
to X,
like DMX or Malcolm X.
just the letter X.
Stupid. That has to be one of the dumbest things I've heard of.
Hmm. I wonder why he's changing the name though.
Elon Musk is changing it though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Must be must be a reason. The dude's smart. I haven't heard of many people smarter than him.
I wouldn't say he. Well, yeah, he's pretty smart.
He's smart on the
He's got a lot of connections too, though.
yeah,
That kind of gives someone a leg up. Like if you have connections within the scientific world, the the social media world and everything, and you're just
yeah,
buying all these things left and right, you don't need the brains for it. You already have people doing it for you.
yeah. Look at what Henry Ford said. Why do I need to know general facts about things when I got a button on my wall that I could push and have anybody come down and solve these, uh, answer these questions for me?
Exactly.
When they tried to pull him into court saying that he wasn't smart,
Yeah.
they took him to court
See,
because
and
he was making so much money, and someone didn't believe that he was that smart because that was a thing, right?
right.
Like, why? Dumbest reason I've ever heard of anybody being subpoenaed to court for one. But they all were asking him like, how many soldiers were there? How many soldiers on the British side were there during the Revolutionary War?
Just like questions that you would ask a freaking high schooler
Yeah,
on a freaking SAT.
for an SAT that doesn't fucking matter. Like, who needs to know that shit?
Like
Unless
the
you're
dude
a
was making money. Leave him
unless you're a
alone.
historian, there's no reason why anybody should ever have to know the answer to that question on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, because when are you ever going to use that information?
You know what he told them when they asked him that question?
What?
He says, "I don't know how many there were, but I know there wasn't that many of them going back."
And he wasn't wrong.
No, because they were dead. They were big dead. For those that are wondering what's in this pot, it's the coffee I brew, and why it's so good is because I just throw grounds, like fresh grounds, on top of the coffee filter my parents made.
It's like a double whammy.
Yeah, my parents hate it. And yeah, I live with my folks. So that's out in the air now. I don't give a fuck. I love them.
Well, so do I.
Yeah,
Nothing to be ashamed
I'm
about.
not ashamed of it. You wanted
Like
to know why we are living with our folks? Because some woman decided they didn't want us. I was
facts.
I was homeless in Casper,
Facts.
fucked off on dope after my divorce and shit, and then after my girlfriend that I was with decided that I wasn't shit. Yeah, I was homeless
Mm.
for a good bit.
Yeah, I know there for a minute you were living with J Rod.
No, I wasn't.
I thought you were.
No,
You didn't crash at his crib or anything?
no.
Hmm.
Maybe once I hung out there a couple times, but I wasn't living there.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. Cause
Yeah.
yeah.
Nope. I was in Casper the whole time, bud.
Hmm.
Yep. Yep. Now I was hanging out at Doc Seuss's place. Shout out Seuss. Love you, bro. Thank you for all you and Nikkei done for me. I appreciate you, bro. They helped me out a lot.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
He's a
Uh,
good guy.
Yeah, mad love for him, man. They're good people. And you don't get good people a lot nowadays.
You don't.
Everybody's too selfish. Let's see what else we got in the world today. Um, see, it's right there. Maybe it's when I get that close to that side of the mic or something. I don't know.
Or is it my mic? No.
I don't know. You think them pop filters really do a whole lot? Uh, I don't know.
I don't really I don't really hear a difference. That's weird. Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe maybe if we turn things down a little bit, maybe that's it. Maybe I just had too much stuff going on all at once. A company's up, maybe I don't know.
Someone just commented on my freaking photo.
What photo?
I posted my Camaro.
What they say?
Let's race for pinks.
Why does everybody want to fucking race you? Do you think it's Fast and the Furious
I
time?
don't know.
Do they think just because you own a Camaro that you're like that's why you got it?
Apparently, man. But I will say it feels good whenever I make someone's day.
Yeah.
Like last night, so me and the coworker, we were cruising and whatnot. This old man pulled up in a Jeep Cherokee and just started revving his engine, and I'm like, what the fuck? Freaking sped and raced him. Won. We got to the stoplight. He rolled his window down. I rolled mine down, and he's like, you know what? I might be in this thing, but this is fun, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, yeah. So we freaking raced again down the street, and we got to that stoplight right where Team Auto is, and he just looked at me, dead face, and just said, "Thank you. You made my night tonight."
And it was just some old timer.
Yeah,
That's what's up, man. Like that, I could see. Maybe he hadn't done anything like that since he was a kid, man, for so long, and nobody wants to race a Jeep Cherokee.
oh no.
You know?
And I looked at my coworker, and I was like, "We just made a dude's night. He probably like, his wife probably did a honeydew list, and he had to go out and get some groceries and whatnot, and here he is racing us. We just gave him a small amount of time that he just bullshitted, and it's something that he needed, you know?
Right.
So, in a way, that kind of made me feel good. Like, yeah, I'm risking a speeding ticket right now, but fuck it, you know?
Right. Um, I've never had a car fast enough to race like that ever. Um, maybe my Ford LTD would have done it,
I think your
but
Kia could do some damage.
my Kia has sport mode, and I bet it could be
Yeah,
fast as fuck if I wanted it
I was
to.
gonna say, yeah,
It's no bitch for being a mom car. My 2022 Kia Sportage. It's no bitch car, you know. But I've never taken it out, and I'm like you, man. I'm not out there racing people for no reason. It's not like fucking Grease Lightning where I'm trying to get pink slips. You know what I'm? Have you ever seen Grease?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so you know how they were racing for pink slips and shit.
yeah.
That's what I imagine when people go drag racing, like Fast and the Furious or Grease. Those two is it.
See, I would never race for pinks.
No,
Fuck that.
they used to do it back in the day. Apparently,
Oh no.
all the damn time.
And that's
Like,
insane. You're literally handing your car over.
yeah, like um I couldn't imagine doing that shit, bro. Like I paid for my vehicle. Why would I do that? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. There's that static again.
Here's something interesting, and it kind of
Is it feedback off of your iPhone? I don't know, man.
I don't know what
I
that
don't
is.
I don't trust technology like that. Not like your iPhone specifically, but
So there's a recent study in health right now,
okay.
right? So men are 3 times more likely than women to die from alcohol use in the United States. However, it's been on a rise. Women are actually starting to surpass us right now with alcohol-related deaths.
Women are starting to get fucked off and swerve, huh?
Yeah,
Go on benders.
yeah.
Yeah,
Each year it rises by 12.5%.
them glasses of wine at night, mom, are not doing you any good.
Not only that, all these single women that just want to, tell us to fuck off and
Right?
go out,
Go party
party.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense though. Like, there's few and far between that I've seen, but like, it's become ingrained in the culture now that like, yeah, let's go party. Let's go girls' night drinks. You know,
yeah,
like I had an ex who every Friday and Saturday that was her thing. Her and her friend would go get fucked off and drink to the point of pure intoxication, then straight blow their faces off with fucking cocaine and fucking, you know, other
yeah.
shit. Next thing they're not dead or nothing, but I know them they're not either one of them in any good position. And I've seen more. I know what it is.
Oh, it's the fan.
Yeah,
Yep.
I fixed it. I am a technical expert.
You're like, I know what it is. You just
I am a tech expert now. Yeah, it's gone. And maybe how you were holding your phone, the wind was catching it,
and blown right onto it.
blowing right onto
That
it.
is crazy.
Man,
Physics,
man,
right there.
I'm fucking smart, yo. I got them wisdoms up there.
Why you fucking smart?
I'm fucking so smart.
You think you're fucking smart, huh?
Yeah, you think I'm funny, huh?
Eh?
Like haha funny or what?
Like I'm a fucking clown? Am I a clown to you?
You've seen Goodfellas?
Yeah.
Or is that
dude,
Goodfellas?
It's
or?
Goodfellas. Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Come on now.
My cousin Vinny.
I love My Cousin Vinny. That's a good one.
Oh, that woman on that movie is so
Oh my god, she
fucking
still
hot.
is.
Oh god, I bet she is.
She
Who
plays
is it?
Aunt May from
That's right.
Spider-Man. That's who that is.
I fucking forgot, man. This whole time I'm wondering why Aunt May just gave me like nostalgia boners. Like I'm wondering why she just seemed like I knew her from before somewhere and why I thought she was so hot.
Like I've known you for years for some
Man,
reason.
I crushed on her. She was like one of the first hot like actresses I remember seeing is My Cousin Vinny, bro. And plus she knew about cars and I know jack shit about vehicles.
Same.
I know nothing about cars, but when she started talking about the tire tread on that fucking picture and how she just knew it.
Oh,
So fucking hot, bro. So hot. Aunt May is a sexy bitch.
yeah, because it's the same freaking
That
chick.
Aunt May. That Aunt May. Because the other ones just kind of, you know, not.
Who played in The Amazing Spider-Man as Aunt May? I don't remember.
I have no idea. Martin Sheen played Uncle Ben.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the Amazing Spider-Man Aunt May, and I cannot even think of a face, to be honest.
Well, she wasn't that prominent of a character, I don't think. You know what I mean?
Right.
why why are you gonna be so pissed at this? Um Sally Field.
Who the hell is that?
Sally Field was the mom in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh!
The mom in Forrest Gump.
Fuck!
Yeah, she was banging out the principal so Forrest could go to a real school.
Poor Forrest, man.
Forrest had a bad rap. He wasn't I don't think he was really like everybody said, "Are you stupid or something?" Like that's hurtful.
It is.
You know, like he was not a dumb person by any means.
No, he was not. I mean,
Obviously, he had to have some kind of smarts. He played college football.
What I like about that movie is how they connected it with Elvis, like how he knew Elvis.
Elvis, JFK,
Yeah, yeah.
everything,
It
man.
connected a bunch of historical people.
And like, I think that was the first time I seen like footage where they cut it and like added the actual characters in, like John F. Kennedy and shit. He's like,
Yeah.
I met the president.
I met and he's like in the
I
background.
drank
I have to pay.
I drank 27 Dr. Peppers. I gotta pay, he said. But yeah, like those were the first deep fakes I ever thought, and I was like, damn, that did he really meet him? As a kid, I'm like, holy shit.
Right. Yeah, they did really good with that movie.
I met a dude that was in that movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Some he's just some old guy. He played a background character
Okay.
in that and the movie 12 Monkeys with Bruce Willis.
Never seen that one.
And dude actually had like, what is it, Screen Actors Guild checks that I worked with him at McDonald's.
What?
Yeah. And he was just a background character. They used to act in movies like that, and never really had any big roles that I'm aware of. But he moved back to Nebraska, ended up working at McDonald's, but he would bring in his Screen Actors Guild checks,
God
and
dang,
like that
dude.
means like legit shit.
So he wasn't really a known actor then,
Mm-mm.
and he worked with you at McDonald's.
Yeah,
That's insane.
yeah. Like anybody could go to Hollywood and become like a background actor.
And anyone can go to Hollywood, become a good actor, have a big role, and still go downhill.
Yeah, and I think as long as you have the look.
I mean, a good example is Noah Bryant Monk.
Who's that?
He played Gibby off of iCarly.
Okay.
Dude, if you, I was kind of like researching him last night. I don't know. It was just one of those random, curiosity things where it's late at night. I was tired as hell, and I just came across it. And this dude comes out with freaking YouTube videos, right?
Right.
And he has his own freaking YouTube page called Sad World. And he comes out with the weirdest stuff, dude. And you wouldn't even recognize him if you watched one
Is
of
he
the
all
videos.
lonely and depressed? Let's check one of them out.
He looks like one of those like gamer dudes that just sit and game all day. Um, where's the one that I watched here? Freaking ads, man.
You know who I feel like isn't shit?
Who?
I don't like the Paul brothers.
Really?
I don't. So we're watching Gibby right now.
That's him right there. I mean,
That's
what?
weird. What the fuck?
Yeah, he just makes a bunch of weird freaking videos.
I bet he has a shit ton of views on him too.
Yeah, and he makes like short freaking films. Just, yeah, that's him and one of his loner friends.
And he's probably still
That's him.
probably getting checks still from iCarly.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Ah,
It's probably funding a bunch of his like
Carly's
stuff.
friend was so smoking hot too.
Oh my god, yes.
Sam?
Jeanette McCurdy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What's she up to these days?
Isn't she like a lawyer or something now?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
I do know they rebooted iCarly. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah. They rebooted it and they're all old and stuff and
All of them came back or what?
yeah. Yeah, Sam, Carly, and no, actually no, Sam didn't. It was just Carly and Freddie. They replaced Sam.
How do you replace somebody like that? Probably either legal issues or she might have fallen off, bro.
Well, one of the things that people claim is that she was not treated right underneath Nickelodeon.
Well, dude, Nickelodeon and Disney are both known for really hurting kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like
and
they are not good companies for children.
yeah. I
But
mean, what's his name that we were just discussing? One of the things he claims is that it ruined his life. Women would actually walk up to him in the street and attack him and make fun of him because of his Gibby character.
really,
Yeah,
like shame him.
yeah, it was like a permanent shame.
Fuck, man.
Everywhere he went, they didn't praise him. They just thought it was funny to make fun of him.
Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Like they're not Nickelodeon or Disney characters, but they're child stars.
Hmm.
Aaron Carter,
That's a perfect example.
perfect
Yeah,
example. Um, I think when fame hits at such a young age, Macaulay Culkin,
yep,
um, the dude that played Steve Urkel, you either get stuck cast as such an iconic character that there's no way you can move from it, and it fucks with your mentality, not being able to act if that's something that you love to do, or who knows what's happening to these kids behind set or on set, or the casting couch is a real fucking thing.
yeah. There's
And
some that
everybody knows.
claim sexual, yeah, assault.
And if it was just one isolated incident, you could be like, oh, that probably didn't happen. But you hear about it so much that how can you not say that it's a thing and not like legitimately try to do something about it?
Right. Have you ever seen the like backstage footage of that Nickelodeon show? It was called Jesse or something like that.
I know the show, but I haven't.
With the director himself.
That fat fuck.
Hmm. He would always like record their feet and make
He's the
sexual
same. He's the same dude
comments.
that made. Didn't he have something to do with iCarly too?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. Actually, yeah, maybe he was the director behind that. But I mean, I was watching a lot of footage, and
That.
Ariana Grande was on that show.
Mhm.
Um, and he would just like get up all close and personal with them and say, "Oh, you look beautiful today. What are you gonna do today?" And
Not you, you fat fucking molesto.
and he would have them do the weirdest shit, like eat hot dogs and
Oh God.
just sexual innuendo. Oh, wow, I butchered that word.
Sexual innuendoizing.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Sexual indigo.
Indigo,
Deep purple.
innuendos,
hmm
and
That's the word.
yeah, dude, the dude was just a straight creep, even to the male casts.
Let's see. I'm gonna Google this fucker. I can't wait till we have like another screen up. Like I want to have our whole setup built on the Joe Rogan style. We're gonna be sitting across from each other. We're gonna have a screen that everybody can see, and we'll be able to pull all this shit up.
That'd be
Because
nice.
if it's on the internet, it should be accessible,
Oh yeah,
and like we are able to view it.
and we can mirror our phones and whatnot.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah,
Well, I want to make it to where we're able to cast up onto it from our phones
yeah,
as we're talking.
that'd be
Because
nice.
yeah, uh, I'm gonna have you help me set it up because I'm sure you could. It's gonna take two people to do it, but I'm gonna have us a nice little fucking man shack to be doing this kind of shit. Let's pull up that Nickelodeon creep.
Or just googling Nickelodeon creep.
Yeah, Nickelodeon creepy guy.
Oh my god.
Dan Schneider.
Yep, there it is. That's the name. Dan Schneider.
He made it. He made hit shows for Nickelodeon, but not without controversy. Where is Dan Schneider now? After a string of successful shows, he and Nickelodeon parted ways after a 25-year partnership. Known for creating shows like Kenan and Kel, iCarly, Zoe 101.
Hmm. Yep.
Um, yeah, I know. So yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I've seen videos of the guy. He's super creepy. Ow, I just like pulled something moving like that. Oh, I'm getting old. And he looks like a cho.
Oh, look at that.
Just kiss the dude. I bet he's kissing and groping everybody. Gross.
Mm,
Gross. How could you let somebody like that get close to your kids?
Michelle Obama.
Ah, that's a dude, anyways. Gross, man. Who's that?
That is one of the actresses.
Ariana?
Yep.
None of those girls are having it.
No.
Their parents are probably like, you better do what he says. We're getting that fucking Nickelodeon check today. How many parents do you think actually fucking know what's going on and they don't give a fuck?
And I honestly think that that's the main, like one of the main reasons it ruins kids, because the parents don't see the mental health of their kids; they just see the money rolling in.
Yeah, yep. Because a lot of those parents, I feel like they wanted to be actors and actresses and their careers flopped, blah, 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 blah. And now that their kids are, because those are beautiful young girls. And like, I don't think it really matters, but like, it is a problem, man. Like, once you put your child in that situation, you're just as much to blame.
Question: if Bubby,
Yeah.
if he became a star and everything, and there was a creepy director raking in the dough, let's say,
Man or woman?
either or, and he was raking in the dough, millions and millions of dollars a year, and he came to you like, Dad, I'm being sexually
Somebody's dying.
really.
Somebody's going to die that day.
Yeah, see?
And I don't mean like, I don't know if I could seriously like kill somebody, but we would find out that day.
Yeah.
Unless it was a hot female CEO, and then Bubby's gonna be Batman.
Say, yeah,
That's
you better
a
pull some strings, man.
that's a Joe Rogan joke. He does it as a bit in his stand up. He's like, if Harvey Weinstein came to my daughter and was like, do this for a part, Harvey Weinstein's gonna die. But if it was someone coming up to my son and it was uh Harvina Weinstein and it was a female, he's like, you're gonna be Batman today.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to land
Like
a
it's
big role
and it's a
today.
different double standard when it comes to guys, but no, I wouldn't let no adult hurt my son.
Yeah.
You know,
See, if my daughter came to me or my son and basically expressed, like, look, yeah, we're making money, Dad, but this is what's happening to me. He's touching me inappropriately, blah, 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 blah. Dude, I don't care. No money is worth the mental health of my kid.
no, no, and, this is coming. I was a hurt kid, man. Like, and I'll say that over and over again. I'm not gonna go into details on here, but yeah, I was a hurt kid, and it caused a lot of fucked up trauma in my life, like mental problems that I still deal with today. You know,
No, I feel that.
like
Yeah.
I, I have a lot of issues when it comes to sex, relationships, people, trust. I put up a lot of walls and a lot of guards and say like safety and coping mechanisms that some are healthy, some are not. Just because of the circumstances of what I went through when I was a kid.
Yeah, I feel that
A
completely.
lot,
I
a lot
mean,
of my drug problems stem from it. A lot of my
right.
relationship problems stem from it. So, yeah, it's one of those things that it's hard to grow from.
It is, because it sticks with you.
Yeah.
It never leaves.
Nope.
Like we've said before, trauma is trauma.
And hurt people hurt people.
Yep.
And I've just been working my ass off every fucking day, putting on my boots to not be one of those hurt people that hurts another person, you know, because I'm not physically abusive, but I know verbally I could be that way. Um, which a lot of that stems from my drug abuse. Like after the drugs kick in, you lose yourself, and you
Oh
don't
yeah.
know what kind of person you're going to be on a day to day basis. You know, there's been days where I've been a little too hard on, you know, not necessarily my son because I like to think that I'm probably a little too soft on my son just for the fact that I don't want to overextend and be too hard, And
Right.
neither one's good, but my son knows that I've only spanked him a couple times. Um, but he's seen me freak out on his mom when I was going through my shit to the point where it scared him, and probably I'm sure he remembers it. And I've put him in situations with my ex where the fights were so bad that like there's no reason for him to have seen me like that. You
Yeah, and
know?
it's moments like that that stick. You know,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And he'll tell me all the time, "I'm just so glad you're not with her." And he's not talking about his mom. He's
Yeah,
talking about my ex.
yeah, and that's how you know you're on the right track
Yeah.
when your
And
kid confirms it.
but now like he's such a loving boy. Do your kids just ever randomly come up to you and they're like, "I love you, Dad,"
Oh
and give you
yes,
kisses?
it's like the most amazing moment.
Oh man, that's better than any dope fix I've ever had in my life, and it gives me so much more good feeling in myself. Like if I ever needed a rush of dopamine, those little love yous and kisses do it,
It's that spontaneous affirmation, like
right?
it confirms that you're just
On the right path.
yeah.
Yep, I fucking love it every fucking time. And he'll like kiss me in weird places, like on my elbows. It's like what? Or I'll be
Yeah.
laying there and he'll kiss my knee. It's like whatever, bro. I'll
Even,
take it.
even the goofiest stuff. Like my son, he'll pick his nose sometimes and just wipe his booger on my arm.
Well,
And it's like, I love you too, son.
oh man, I'm trying to break my son from picking his nose and eating it. He's at
Oh,
that stage.
oh yeah.
Oh man.
The never-ending freaking booger factory.
Oh
Oh,
man, I was that kid too. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was a booger eater when I was a kid. I'll take a booger eater over a bedwetter though, because that just causes laundry problems.
I do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are your
my
kids at that accident stage?
my daughter, she wets the bed a lot. But
Yeah.
to be fair, both my daughter and my son, I'm trying to get them potty trained right now.
Yeah, they're young, young.
But, my oldest daughter, she's been doing better. She
It's not like they're 12, 13, pee in the
yeah,
bed.
maybe like one or two accidents a day. And then at night, I put her in, night pull-ups.
Right.
And unfortunately, night pull-ups don't hold a lot of liquid like
No,
diapers.
but kids do.
Yeah, dude, it's insane, man.
It's like you haven't peed all day, have you?
She'll wake up and her, butt is sagging, and it's like, let's get you out of those. Let's go potty and get on some fresh underwear.
Right.
Let's. And whenever she's in underwear, she doesn't. She'll tell me, "Daddy, I need to go potty. Daddy, I need to go potty." Good, awesome, we're on the right track.
That's what's up, man.
My son, still learning, but he cracks me up because sometimes we'll be in public and he'll try to whip it out and pee.
I see. My nephew. We're trying to get him to use the potty. He just turned 3, and oh man, his poops are like a grown. He's been
Oh my
eating
god,
regular
yeah.
people food, and so when he craps his diaper, man, like that stage between. Because baby food comes out and it's not that bad, but as soon as I start eating what you eat,
Oh yeah.
and it's like, oh man,
It's like a grown man just pooped in a
yeah, and he sits
pamper.
there and just snacks with my dad. So whatever my dad's eating, he'll eat. So next thing you know, he smells like Papa. Gotta love it though, man. My son's about to be in kindergarten. He's growing up so fast, man.
Yeah, both my oldest kids are going to be in school this year.
Preschool?
Yep. My oldest daughter, she's going full time Monday through
Nice.
Friday,
Hell yeah.
and my son, he's going to go part time. It's that early, rehabilitation stage, because that's what they're doing now. They'll have you bring your kid at the age of 3, and they can go to school with the rest of the kids and stuff, but it's part-time. And what blows my mind is that was never an option back when we were kids. It
Yeah,
was
like
you went to school full time and that's how it was. And now there's full time and part time school periods
I
now. Kind of like jobs.
oh man, I remember when block scheduling hit high school and they shortened up our Friday.
Yeah.
We got out of school a little bit early on Friday and our school year was just a little bit longer and we went to every class every other day for an
Yeah.
hour and a half.
Yeah. Guess what they're doing now?
What?
It's now Monday through Thursday.
God,
There's going to be no school on Fridays.
I don't. I got like a weird hair in my mouth.
So they're taking away the full half day Fridays and just making Friday no school.
That's crazy, man. What are they gonna do for Fridays? What are the kids gonna run amok doing?
Exactly. That's
I know I'm not buying them beer
yeah. But they're like
because that's ultimate.
decreasing the education.
Well, they kids in China and stuff are learning advanced robotics in high school, and here they're still regurgitating the same bullshit that we were learning.
Yep.
Maybe a little upgraded curriculum, but as far as like learning actual skills, nothing. I don't feel.
My little sister had me help her with math homework because that was my expertise,
Uh huh.
mathematics. And I sat down with her, and to be honest, dude, I had no idea what she was talking about. And I would show her my way. She had no idea what I was talking about. But she was doing so. There's like a Chinese multiplication.
There's a Chinese way to multiply.
Yeah. And she was
Well,
literally
they're damn
doing
good
that.
at it as
She was doing it like so. Let's say 44, and it's hard to explain. Like,
Well, if anybody knows how to multiply, that's the Chinese culture, because they've been multiplying by the thousands.
that's no kidding.
Is that racist?
No,
Okay, just making sure. I don't want to
I
get
mean it's a true
I don't want to
fact.
get canceled for before
So
I even become famous.
what it is, it's lines. So let's say it's 11, right?
Uh huh.
So you'll take a line. That's one. That's one. That's symbolizes 11. Let's take 11 times 3. 1, 2, 3. So
Now you count the lines.
you count the intersections. So this is 1, 2, 3. So it's 3. God damn. So that's 3 and 3. So 11 times 3 is 33.
Oh,
And I was like dumbfounded. I was like, no flipping way. And you could do that with bigger numbers. So 142. So 1. Let's take one line, 4 lines together,
uh huh.
2 lines together. And let's take it times 2. 1, 2. So there's 2 intersections. 8, 4. So 142 times 2 is 284.
Holy shit, man, that's easy.
I know.
That's
It,
so easy.
so she was showing me that, and I was like, no fucking way. And here I was doing the old school way, like 142 times 2.
I just got fire on my Snapchat. I think somebody thinks I'm super hot.
Because our way of doing it was like 142 times 2. We'd multiply 2 times 2.
Yeah, like
4,
8.
8, 2. Right?
Right.
But her way was drawing all these fucking lines.
That looks like tallies.
Yeah. And dude, I just felt so stupid.
I'm
You
gonna I'm gonna take. It's not stupid. It's just different.
Yeah.
What's up, Snapchat? Tune in to I Said What I Said on YouTube
We're
and on.
live right now.
We're live right now. Catch us on. Is it still Anchor? I think it's still Anchor.
It's Spotify for podcasts,
But
but yeah, it's still Anchor.
when I send out the link, it says Anchor. But catch us. I said what I said. Il Buco Nero. Join the Fratelli.
Spotify.
What's up, Snapchat? Tune in to I Said What I Said on YouTube
We're
and on.
live right now.
We're live right now. Had to send out the snap.
Yeah, I was sending out a snap earlier.
You ever catch yourself just randomly going through videos, watching shit that you don't care about just because you're bored?
Yeah.
You TikTok?
Oh yeah.
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 Man, I fall into a TikTok hole a lot.
Why do you think I send you like random funny videos?
Because I send you random funny videos, and
Exactly.
that's what we do.
Like. But yeah, dude, like I love TikTok. And honestly, some of the reels on Facebook are amazing as well.
Oh man, sometimes, but I don't know, man. That them short videos catches your attention span so quick. Next thing you know, it's like 3 hours later, and you haven't moved.
Yeah.
You know, we're live on I Said What I Said. Yeah, we're doing another plug, doing another video talking about how Facebook videos might be the reason why you're stuck not doing a motherfucking thing with your life. Get up, get out, and do something and make something of yourself.
Do it.
One love. Find us on YouTube, Spotify for podcasting, aka Anchor. Join in every week, every other day almost. I said what I said.
I
Il
said
Buco
what I
Nero,
said.
baby.
Il Buco Nero.
Join the Fratelli.
Join it.
So, for those that are just tuning in, which you shouldn't be, you should have been tuning in all fucking ready. We were just shooting videos for Facebook and Snapchat.
And this is episode 4, right?
Episode 4 already, man.
Dang.
Yep. It's not bad. Gonna have merch out. I got some ideas for shirts and shit.
You know, we're going to start kicking out seasons soon.
Yeah. Might as well. Like, would this would be season 1, right?
Actually, no. Podcasts just go by the number.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it could be like episode 145, episode 568.
It won't be long and we'll be on episode 100, bro. What are we gonna do for it?
Episode 100, huh?
Yeah.
We're going to have to think of a way to celebrate.
We're gonna have to do milestones, like 25th episode, 50th episode.
Yeah.
And then after the 50th, we should just chill until the 100th. Because no one gives a fuck about the 75th one.
No.
No.
Not at all.
The 25th one will be a big deal because I didn't even think that we'd be doing this.
Really?
Like I did, but like in the like beginning of moving here, this wasn't something that I had in mind.
It's going to be nice to see how we progress. Like,
Yeah. It's gonna be nice to see us in an actual spot.
Yeah.
And not just on the floor in my basement.
But I mean, think about it. We're going to look back, and I quote, future Bo, future Evan, right now.
You better be buff as fuck, future
Buff
Bo.
as fuck. Evan, Bo, you better be rich as fuck right now. Living the dream. Traveling. Doing our New York shit. And
right.
On top of it, you know, we're going to look back at this video specifically and go,
we're gonna be millionaires,
dude. What we were literally sitting on your freaking bed on the floor, Bo. What were we thinking?
I know, and like, look, we already have like sound activated lights.
I mean, we're already upgrading shit.
I know. I feel like we're already making a step towards progress, actually putting in effort to do what we love, man.
Yeah, man.
And I didn't know that I was gonna like doing this as much as I do. You know, like I always loved making music and I always loved being in the studio and stuff like that. And like starting a podcast did always be in my back of my mind, but I was like, man, really, do I have that much to talk about? Am I actually worthwhile listening to?
I mean, think about it. Every podcast we've talked for over an hour already.
Yeah. Yeah, we're already at an hour 9,
We're killing it, man.
right?
We're
And we're not
every
really
time.
we're not really covering. I think we are. We're covering a lot of cool shit. I think people like to listen to what we have to say. And if they don't and they're listening anyways, then there's a reason why they're listening.
Right.
There has to be, like, unless they're just curious to see what the fuck we're doing in our life and seeing what the fuck we're doing because they're fucking nosy.
I mean, we're doing something that no one's doing here.
Yeah, I don't know anybody else is doing this, and everybody that I've talked to and told about, they're like, "Well, let me get on it. Let me get on it." And I'm down to have anybody, but don't just start trying to hop in on something that's already established just because you think it's something you want to do.
Right.
You
Like,
know.
if you have something to say, by all means, like, yeah, hit us up.
But if you're just trying to clout chase and hop up onto something that's already getting established, then save it because this took effort, this took time, this took money to build. Like, I'm
Right.
down to talk to anybody that's worthwhile talking to, but I'm not trying to put people on just because they're clout chasing.
Yeah, this isn't a interview platform. We're not
No.
just gonna have anybody on here like artists.
And I would love to do some interviews and talk to people, but I would, if I had people on, I'd rather just sit there and bullshit with them. And you know,
Yeah.
if I'm curious about what they're doing, then yeah, I'll talk to them and that kind of shit. But I'm more or less like wanting to talk shit on other things and just get other people's opinions on
I agree.
on it. Like, just because you're a musician, that isn't the reason why I want you on the show. I want you on the show to have your opinion on the stuff that we're talking about, because this is more or less a comedy show. People, I've been told that we're funny.
Yeah,
You
I've
know,
heard the same thing.
we're
Yeah.
unnecessarily and like unintentionally comedic, but I think our point of view is just so down to earth because we're just middle class single dads. And maybe
Yeah.
that's a perspective of a person that people really don't get to hear or see from.
You just kind of reminded me of a discussion I had with this older guy that came in. Um, One of the things he did bring up about the middle class, single mother or fathers, he was kind of going over the school schedule and everything. Like, what is America doing right now? Like, they're willing to hand out money towards all this other crap, but put it where it needs to be applied because there's a growing amount of single people raising kids. And he was talking about a coworker of his where, the guy was struggling to find childcare because he had to go work an extra shift or, work throughout the week. And he always struggles with childcare financially, all of it. And he's like, name one freaking single person that doesn't go through the same
Hmm.
issues. And that's where the government needs to apply some of their freaking funding.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, if you're a single father, a single
But I
mother, whatever, but you both deserve a paycheck.
I think it's harder for single dads to get assistance than it is single moms,
And that's the messed up part.
right? And you never hear you've heard the term baby mama projects, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
never hear baby daddy projects.
No. No.
Never.
Because baby daddies are just the workers and we're supposed to hand money.
To the moms.
Yep. And that's
And
all
like,
we are.
even a dad that has their kids, but usually a dad that has his kids is doing what we do. We work so much to the point where we don't get assistance like that
Right.
because we're busting our ass.
Like, I'm going for sole custody right now and it's a nightmare, man.
Yeah.
Like, especially in a state that's pro
Pro mom.
women,
Pro
you know.
mom. And I
Yeah.
think that's actually changing a lot now. Like, I'm starting to see more of the brothers getting their kids rather than the sisters out there.
Yeah, because they're going out and living the dream, right?
Yeah.
Living their adult life.
So you ever go by a baby mama project and think, man, I could just go up in there do so much damage.
Oh yeah, every time, man.
Oh man, I see a baby mama project and I think potential snacks. Oh man, I'm horrible like that though. I'm so lonely. I'm lonely. I've been in a dry spell for too long, man. Like
I
I'm not willing to sacrifice my mentality or my integrity or my morals for a woman that I don't want. But sometimes like I think like am I just too ugly for the type of woman that I'm trying to get?
You just haven't found the right woman, like all the
I hope
rest of
I hope
us.
she's cute and like I don't like big girls. I'm sorry to say it for the big girls out there, but I'm not a big girl type of guy.
Dude, I've been embracing my celibacy.
Have you?
Yeah,
I,
extremely.
I've been embracing it so long my hand hurts. Fuck.
Oh, yeah,
Is it
I
still
feel that.
celibate if you're fucking yourself?
That's a good question.
Or does celibacy like include no masturbation? I'm googling that. If
If
can
that's the case, I'm not celibate
can
at
I
all.
can I be celibate and masturbate?
I mean,
Let's ask Google. For some, masturbation is a way to be sexually satisfied without breaking the commitment of celibacy. It can also be a way to know your body on a deeper level without being sexually active with others. Well, then I know my body well.
same.
At least I know what I like. But no, I don't like bigger chicks, man. I'm
Mm.
not a big fan, you know. And like I'm not body shaming anybody. Everybody's beautiful, in their own way, but I just don't like bigger chicks.
I don't mind a little cushion.
How much is a little though?
Like if she's over like 250, we're probably drawing a line there.
I don't know if I could go that big, man. Like I like petite women. I like petite smaller women, you know. Like a curvy frame, that's different, you know.
Hmm.
But like and like maybe a little taller, that's cool, but that's not my thing, man. I'm not into it.
I don't know. My ex kind of
I just
ruined
can't
petite.
I just can't you just see her in everyone, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't.
Like,
I I think I'm past that stage because me and my ex-wife been done for a minute.
well, I've noticed I've been attracting a lot of BBWs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even funny, dude.
BBW. What does that stand for? Big body women.
Yeah.
Oh, I always thought it stood for big black women.
No. No, it's like big busty women, I think.
Big body and wonderful. Yeah, and I'm not saying that they're not, and I'm not saying like a thicker chick I wouldn't be attracted to. She got to be pretty no matter what. To me, and everybody's pretty and beautiful is different than somebody else's, but I'm just not into that big girls. Big girls don't do it for me, man. It's a quick way to make my worm just go soft.
Big girls need loving too, man.
That's why I got you, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get going to probation here soon.
Oh shoot.
9 o'clock.
Dude, I should probably fuck you.
Who's that?
I don't know, I just got a message. It's like, go follow his page, bro. It's like,
Whose page?
I don't know, this new artist,
Yeah, I'm done following artist pages.
new local artist.
Don't give a fuck.
Zaysky 300.
Yep, I could tell you I don't care.
Is that my phone? Are you computing shit over there?
I don't know, man. That was weird.
That was weird.
We're phoning home now. Yeah, I don't care about following other people's music pages. And they could be dope. Cool. Go get it, local artist.
It's like a grunge rap kind of.
Where's he from?
Here.
from Torrington?
Yeah.
Is he really about that life though that he's talking about? You know what I mean?
Right.
It sounds like he's a little too hard to be going around here because I don't see nobody catching bodies.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. Like, why does everybody have to think that they're thug?
You know, I tried not to be thug in my stuff because I'm not.
I don't even have
I'm
to
not.
try.
I'm a
I'm just
certified
not.
lover boy. I'm gonna sing about a bitch that fucked me over before I even talk about catching bodies.
I just rap what I know, man, and that's me. Like, I'm not out there trying to portray something that I'm not or be something that I'm not.
Yeah, same here.
Like, was his photo with the gun and shit
Yeah.
like stupid? Yeah, go ahead and get them charges, bro. You know, I don't advocate. I don't advocate none of that bullshit. Like, Chicago rappers, and a lot of them have the right to talk about it because that's what they live. But eventually, if you're really living that life, there's only one way out of it, and that's a box or in a box.
Facts.
You know, prison or death. And if that's the kind of life you want to live, or that's the kind of life you want to advocate, or you think that it's cool, go ahead. First time I catch a fentanyl dealer or any fuck boy on my block, I'm taking care of that shit. I'm shutting it down. You know, fuck that shit. And if that's the kind of life you really think you want to be about, have fun not having a future.
Yeah. I
Point
couldn't
blank.
agree more, man. I mean, I don't know. You just see a bunch of these young cats like waving guns around and whatever. And I don't know, man. It's just, they try to like mirror that O block and but what they
And
don't
every
understand is like Lil Durk, for example. Yeah, he's from O block, whatever. But he's actually doing better for himself now.
yeah,
He escaped that life for a reason.
and I mean, he's still affiliated, but once you're in that life, you can't break out of it. But he's doing better for himself. Lil Baby, same thing.
Yeah.
The Baby, same thing. Um,
I mean, they did
Gu-
nothing but
Gu-
boss up and surround
Gucci Mane,
themselves.
Gucci
Yeah.
Mane is a big fucking turn of life around dude. But he raps about what he lived.
Yeah.
You know,
And,
Boosie, same thing, man. It's
and
like,
the thing about these artists is that, the bigger artists, they chase it for a different purpose. They want to like surround themselves with people that are doing better,
yeah,
with people that like you look at Gucci Mane's team. They're a bunch of freaking thugs. Yeah, whatever.
yeah. Pooh Shiesty's doing time though,
Oh, dude. Yeah,
but he's one of those cats that couldn't leave that life alone.
yeah.
You know,
Uh, Same with what's his name?
YMW Melly or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that. Didn't
yeah.
his charges get dropped?
Did they?
I'm not positive, but I think they did.
I thought he was still going to trial for it.
I'm not 100% sure. What we'd have to fact check that shit. You know, by all means, get it how you live, bro. But if that's the life you want to live, I could tell you two things. There's only two ways out.
Yeah, he's still going to trial. There's a retrial.
Sucks to suck.
I mean, the dude killed two of his best friends.
Well, sucks to suck, man. Those are gonna be charges and a lifelong fucking, you
And
know,
and I like
lifelong ordeal.
yeah, that goes back to what you were saying. Like, he wanted to mirror the wrong kind of life instead of bossing up and
Yeah,
surround himself with people that
real
are
bosses.
yeah. Yeah, you don't need to be waving a gun to be a boss. I mean, look at Drake, for example.
I think, yeah, Drake's on another conversation with me. I don't feel like he's a. I think like he made his way, but I think like he kind of fell short on being real. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to some of his lyrics, it sounds like he emulates the people that are around him now, and he's not surrounded by the best people.
Yeah.
And there's a whole thing where it sounds like he put a hit out on XX Tentacion.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So
He references it in
yeah.
one of the
So
songs
speaking
too.
on Drake like that, I don't feel like a lot of the rappers are putting out a positive enough message for the younger cats. And so they hear what they hear, think that it is what it is, and when they emulate it and get caught up, that's the deal.
That's why I fuck with like NF
NF is
heavy.
dope, Hobson's dope,
Yeah.
Logic's dope,
Tech Nine will always be dope.
Tech Nine, and Twisted Insane. I fucks with the Wu-Tang Clan heavy because those were guys that made it up out of the
Yeah.
fucking the shit. They came from the shit and they ended up leaving it.
What's your favorite Tech Nine album?
Um, Absolute Power.
Mine's KOD.
KOD's dope too.
Dude. Yeah.
Absolute Power, I think, just holds a special place in my heart because that's the first Tech album I ever heard and bought.
I'm a player. I'm a player.
You know that's a old song.
Oh yeah.
Rock Me Amadeus.
Dude, yeah.
That shit's so
Come
dope.
on now.
Yep.
I freaking love that song too.
But-
Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut this one, man, because I gotta head to probation. Be there by 9.
Yeah, and I gotta head to bed.
All right.
So.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to another episode, and we'll see you next time.
Deuces.
Peace.